Caw. Welcome back, everybody. More of Dragon Age, the Inquisition. Let's go talk around to some folk. Is there any research I have to... Ah, some frost rags. You, Dorian. Oh, it does seem like you have something...
You have remarkably little here on early to winter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
Yeah.
I see. My library isn't up to your exacting standards.
It's alarmingly chaotic. I found a copy of the Oribalian in what seemed to be the Antiban Classics section.
How scandalous. Someone alert the Magisterium.
You laugh, but in some places there are punishments for that. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
What else could it be about? What happened at Adamant, of course. We went into the Fade. Physically went in.
Well.
Are you... all right?
No.
Org is gone.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That any of us made it out alive is difficult to believe. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison...
You're right. I was fortunate.
Indeed. Although there is cause for concern. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus' real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off.
He does own a dragon, right? I mean... He does own a freaking dragon. Well, yes, he does own a massive fire-breathing, evil, undead dragon thing, but let's put it into perspective. He doesn't come from nobility, so really, how awesome can he be? What the fuck kind of logic is that? Hey. Speaking our own Inquisitor, though, he comes from such an illustrious line. No. Oh, I gotta sit. You know what? The first thing I'm going to do, though, is war table it up. Because I want to get these quests going. As always. You know, getting stuff going. And there's actually a decent amount I want to do in this video. Apart from the actual gaming itself. But we'll burn that bridge when we get to it, I suppose.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
We've beaten their god twice over. Corypheus must be livid. Where is he now?
After Adamant, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds and sent them marching south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
They've terrorized Thedas long enough. We end them now. If
After side questing.
In the Arbor Wilds, that's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one.
Ah, hey, baby.
Fortunately, I can assist.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis
Lemeth?
best if I show you.
Show me a loading screen. Ah!
This is an Eluvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
This belonged to my people.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds, untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Eluvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
That is a good question. Toegoff once went through this. Well, Toegoff the First once went through this and followed his love. I didn't actually expect any questing here. I was just looking to fill out my whatchamacallit, my war table things. It's okay. Little plot never did us any harm, as long as I can, you know, go back and kill some dragons or something.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost.
I wonder, I had a D&D subplot that I had written up that was similar to this about an
I
ancient...
call it the crossroads, a place where all Eluvians join, wherever they might be.
This place is extraordinary. How could this even exist?
Who can say? Formed from the fabric of time and space, perhaps. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
What does this do?
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Eluvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Places between, like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I had a respite with the man I loved. But only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh. Like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Eluvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. he marshals the last of his forces to reach it.
Apparently it's easier to get to than ours.
Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Granted, he may not know about ours. But it's funny how, like, giddy I feel whenever she mentions the past stories. Ah, the good old story of Toegoff the Berserking Elf. Come a long time since then. God, 5 years? Jeez. Been a long road on YouTube. Amazingly enough, I'm only on my... well, only really replaced my computer once since then. Alright, so we know about that. And it shut down. That's fine. I do want to get the quests going and get back to some actual talking with people. No, that doesn't lead where I want it to. It's this crazy-ass way around. You said, right? It's some, like, crazy-ass... Yeah. Alright, it's not not the story that I was thinking. I was going to do one of those, it's somewhat cliched, somewhat not, I guess, of, you know, an ancient people who sealed away their last city. And, you know, eventually the PCs, player characters, would come to it and find the entrance to this place. And we'd, you know, good place for artifacts and crap like that and knowledge. Similar to what this was. This was more of that crossroad between, which I get. One I was thinking of was more of actual sealing the city away. Ah, Morrigan. Alright, let's collect our questages. A missing assassin. A wooden crow figurine. Thank you. A worthy dwarf. Let's see here. And... alright, we got some extra influence, too. Great. Let's keep crashing out here. Yeah, I want to send her. We should capture worthy ourselves.
Inquisitor.
Let's get her going. Delicate negotiations. It's a great deal of bad blood between these nations.
At your service.
Good. Let's get you talking. Reparations for Redcliffe. We'll send here. We could send people to make repairs.
All right.
That's fine. Alright, good. That's all we're looking for. Sorry to summon everybody and, you know, just to send a few of you guys out. So I guess the first one we talked to is, our good lady Josephine, and we'll just keep making the rounds around. Josephine.
We've an interesting development, Inquisitor. A petition from citizens of Val Royal. They wish to know what Andraste said to you in the Faith.
They think she spoke to me.
Even Leliana can't trace the rumor's origin. It may be expedient to respond to those asking for Andraste's words.
It's not Andraste who saved me.
Few people outside Skyhold know it was Divine Justinia who delivered you from the Faith. You could attempt to tell Val Royal citizens the truth, though it may not be as inspiring as they hope.
Tell these petitioners Andraste said she cares for us always as she walks by the Maker's side.
A fine sentiment. We will have it proclaimed in Val Royal.
Good enough for me.
Yes?
Let's talk about us. Oh, yeah, time
Speak
alone.
later.
I really don't feel like kissing out in the garden again. Please. Well, we might have something interesting to develop. No, we're just going to kiss out in the garden to spend time alone with, like, everyone and their uncle.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. in more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Many places felt the pain of Adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you trod in your pathetic life. I serve the living God. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Since death is a validation for you, I will delay it.
Solus
Oblivious
disapproves.
Erimond of Erantium,
Col-
You'll spend the rest of your days in the deepest, darkest hole we can find.
We shall see which of us outlives our legacy, Inquisitor.
Actually, would have liked to kind of sentence him to some type of slave labor, and, you know. There was a piece of armor that I may have picked up there. I did want to check on that first. I should not be too long, folks. I know this part isn't the most interesting, but while we're here, I do want to check it out if possible. Also, I'm avoiding talking to Varric because he's probably going to be... Inquisition with Scout Hat. It's a rogue. Heavy Battlemaster Coat is a Tier 3. Oh, wow. That looks kind of cool. Alright, let's see what we can get for it. 203, 174, 172, 203. I would like to give, alright, so 203 seems to be our best. We have a lot of... We have a ton of Lazarite. Let's get that. Defense. What does this do for us? It's 52 maximum health. That's pretty good. Pyrophyte will do the same. Yeah, let's get the extra health in there. 12% cold, 10% cold, 4% bleed, 16% fire. 10% fire would be good. 12% fire, can I? No, I can't make that. Alright, let's get the Dragonling scales. 7% magic, 12% spirit, 26%. Yeah, I mean, we could set this as our dragon killing. I kind of like that idea. Assuming that all dragons... Or should we just go with magic? You know, that's not a bad idea. Let's go with straight up magic defense. See, I don't know if all dragons breathe fire. And I don't want to use my dragon webbing there. Let's go with the wool. Let's get the heavy magic defense. Let me make sure there's no better magic defense. 7%. 7% seems good. I mean, as general armor would have it. Yeah, that seems good. And what can I do to make this better? 10% on all, plus 10%. Oh, I want to save that Essence of Perfection. Fate touch, 10% to use Hidden Blades. Welcome. Use Hidden Blades. Berserk, plus 10%, plus 100%. No, I don't want that. Alright. Dragon's Tooth, 40%. Here we go! Damn, it didn't masterwork. Oh, masterwork success! Alright! We're gonna call this the toe coat. Alright. That's pretty sweet. Alright, let me just strip my current armor. Remove that. And remove that. And let's... Oh. Do I not have... Did I not pull the heavy arms? Okay, I'm not sure why it... Beautiful! Alright, that's... Oh wait, Dagna has a quest for me. Right? Or no, special shipments. Superb staff, superb longsword of the dragon. Oh my god, there's shit to build now. Superb longsword. Doesn't seem much better than... What is this? Superb greatsword. Let me see what mine is. Oh, I've got the really badass one. I will make... I always seem to have a problem with daggers. Let me make a sweet pair of daggers. Just because I'm cool like that. %5 attack, that's pretty good. 6% attack is even better. Stormheart, don't have a ton of it. Oh man, battery's running out. Freaking timer. 5% attack, that's pretty good. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with armor pen. We'll take the critical chance. And... Let's go with... We'll go with max stamina. That's pretty cool. We'll get that. That'll rock out for us. Let's, how much time do we have left here? Oh my god, I never started a timer. Ha! Well, actually, it kind of paused itself. So we will cut here, because I have no idea where I'm at. And when we come back, we will start rocking out. So, as always, folks, thank you very much for watching. And tune in the next episode of Dragon Age: The Inquisition. Thanks for watching, everybody. It is greatly appreciated.